It says getting the biggest bang for your buck. And it really takes, I'll spend a couple, 2 or 3 minutes on this one because I think this is so important to know. Is this the right, I get this all the time. Is this the right time to buy a house? Am I buying at the top of the market? Oh, I'm worried. So my philosophy is there's no bad time to buy real estate, in my opinion, especially if you do it right and you are aggressive in paying off your house. Let me give you a scenario. I bought a home in 2008 and I paid $167,000 for it. The market crashed and the home was probably worth $110,000. I continued to rent it. I paid it off in 15 years. I bought it in 2007. We're in 2018 now. So 11 years later, I owe $40,000 on the house. I bought it for $167,000. My tenant's been paying their payments all this time. I sold the home for $215,000, so more than what I paid for it, but it was over a decade later. I was hoping it'd be worth double, but still, $211,000. But I only owed $40,000 on the property. So it didn't matter if so instead of having a gross benefit of $125,000, I made $75,000 on it. I don't know. That sounds good to me. So I don't think there's so many tax benefits to owning a home. I wouldn't be worried about the right or wrong time to buy the house, if that makes sense. I'd be, if anything, conservative on your choice so that you could pay it off faster. That's my personal mentality. So this gives you a sample. If you were to buy a home, for example, and spend $250,000 on the house and put 20% down at a very conservative growth rate of 3%, which the average is 5% annually, your market appreciation would generate $7,500 annual in your return on investment because your initial investment was $50,000. Over 5 years, it would be 75%. So your money will have grown and made you 75% more. So, and we could go through the numbers a little bit more detailed, but the interesting thing is when you put less down, let's say you put 3% down and you bought a home with little money down, and it had this 3% increase, your return on your money, your return on your investment of 3% is over 250% on your initial investment. So that's amazing. A 401k is also a really great investment, especially if there's matching. You really should do a 401k and participate in matching funds whenever you can. So assuming that you're in a 33% tax bracket and you put the most you could in a 401k, it would benefit you by $6,270 on your investment, just in tax savings, not to mention the benefits of the matching program. All right, that's all I will say in terms of investments.